Hello, this is John Kvale, and this is our March financial planning and capital market review video. Take at least 3, but we had all new video software as it renewed, and it's quite a bit different, so I'm hoping that this will come out fairly well. This is our monthly capital market and financial planning review. As I said, and my tagline is keep your hands on the wheel. We do this in a audio, video, podcast-like format. So if you're driving down the road, please keep your hands on the wheel. And I will get this done quickly because it is now mosquito season just as of the past 30 minutes. Usually it's around middle of April, but even though we had 35 degrees, it is warm enough apparently for the mosquitoes. So let's get with it. Those of you that are in listen-only mode, thank you for joining us. I will make sure I keep you in mind and not just make this a color type of process. I am going to the financial planning tips. Hey, just so you know, I've left any discussion of AI out of this. I know I've beaten you guys up. I get excited over it. There's the ups and downs of it, and so I've purposefully left it out. Tax tips, reminders, and findings. This is from actually our newsletter that we did that all of you guys, if you're listening to this, you have. Remember, there's still time. I'm doing this on the 29th of March, and tax are not due for another 2 weeks. But you can still do a SEP, you can still do HSAs, you can still do IRAs if you meet the requirements, and you can still do a Roth. Roth is not going to save you any taxes. And also, I mentioned in here, and this is pulled from the newsletter, that you can do the donor Roth for someone else. So I'm just wanting to repeat these as reminders. All right, this is Sizzle. And I put this out last Friday, which is just a couple of days ago from when I'm actually recording this. But we've seen a few things that have occurred. There are troubles on the 529 distributions with do-it-yourself TurboTaxers. Not sure what's going on, but the distributions are showing up as taxable. If you use those distributions for qualified expenses, they shouldn't be taxable, need to be reviewed. Reach out to us and let us know. Lack of basis. Everything, 99.9% of things have a basis. It may not be a lot, but if you've got a capital gain on your tax return, and I want everybody to do this, and the returns that we review, these are the things that we look for as well. If there's a zero basis, something's wrong, and you're paying too much taxes. As far as we know, the IRS will never know what that basis is. So taxes paid never to be reimbursed again for. Some they will. Qualified distributions may be one, but I wanted to mention this anyway. If you rolled your 401k over, or we took a qualified donation to a charity out of the IRA, that would be for people that are in required member distributions, make sure that's not showing up as taxable. The wording's different this year. Okay, making sense out of the senseless markets. I really wanted to focus on the taxes, and so this is going to be a little bit short. I just pinned a post that will go out tomorrow. This video will go out on Wednesday, and it pulls everything together in the effects of oil. I wanted to think of a high level way to explain basically why the markets are bouncing around so much. It really makes sense. Higher oil prices feed into tons of things in the system. And in the post, I'll have this highlighted for those of you that are in listen-only mode. It'll be highlighted to go to the post, but since it's not linked. In the post, I talk about oil feeds into interest rates, feeds into CPI, feeds into all of our costs and everything. And so that's why when there's a relief and oil prices drop, then everybody's, this is good. So this bouncing around does make a little bit of sense. And the one thing that is almost imminent is pulled out the main chart here, and this is my freehanding CPI, Consumer Price Index, which went way crazy post-COVID, and it's been heading down, and it's in the mid-2s. We're going to see that thing probably spike up to around 3.25, which is going to be a dramatic move. Now, the good news is that right now, I pulled a note from the Federal Reserve of St. Louis, and they are expecting that. So it's not going to shock the street, but the markets are starting to price this in. Okay, that's it. We're under 5 minutes. No mosquito bites that I know of. And also, hopefully, the sunlight is not messing us up. Like I said, I appreciate all of you guys for hanging in there with me. Have an awesome day. We'll talk to you at the end of April. It's moving fast. Okay.